U.S. and Russian fighter pilots could be bumping into each other over those not exactly air traffic controlled skies. Now, Donald Trump has said that if Russia is going after ISIS, let him. Saves us the trouble. Ben Carson telling me, not quite. Ben Carson.
I do not want to allow Vladimir Putin to expand his influence. That's been his goal for quite some time now. He was very disappointed with the dissolution of the Soviet Union and with its tremendous influence worldwide. We cannot contribute to his ability to regain that. Do you think Trump is being naive? I don't want to talk about Trump, but I want to tell you what I believe. And you know, we need to have a global strategy, and it needs not only be in Syria. We need to be talking about the Baltic Basin. We need to be talking about all of Eastern Europe. We need to be challenging him there. We need to have more than one armored brigade there, more than 2 armored brigades. We need to have a missile defense system reestablished, which he was horrified when it was there before. Let's get in his face a little bit. You know, you said, and you've kept to this throughout the campaign, you don't want to talk about Donald Trump. And that might be all well and good, sir, but he wastes no time wanting to talk about you. I want you to listen to this.
Will anybody be able to do the job that I'm going to do? Absolutely not. But he's running, so therefore he's qualified.
Would you hire him? Would you hire him in your administration?
I would, yes, I would, absolutely.
Really?
I would put him, I would love to have that. Absolutely.
You think he's a tough negotiator?
That I don't know. I would say it's not his wheelhouse.
This kind of brings us back to the Syria issue and how you would deal with that with Putin. He seems to be saying that that's not your wheelhouse. That kind of thing isn't what you do. He's welcome to have that belief, but I believe as the American people have more opportunity to see and hear me and hear my solutions, which are based in logic and in evidence, that they will make the correct decisions. You know, maybe owing to your rocketing up in the polls and the fact that you've been raising a lot of money in all denominations, from all sorts of folks, maybe you're getting more mentioned by your competitors more often. This is from Mike Huckabee. Listen to this.
If you were going to have surgery in the morning, do you want a doctor cutting you open who has never been in an operating room, in fact, never finished medical school? Do you want a pilot flying in the left seat of the cockpit who's never flown an airplane, but he's played some video games? I'm just not sure that the White House is an entry-level job.
I think what he said is, you're a fantastic doctor. Leave it at that.
Well, you know, interestingly enough, everybody thinks that whatever they do is the most fabulous thing and is the thing that qualifies you. You know, that's human nature. I understand that. I don't get involved in that. So it doesn't worry that people invariably on a campaign, they're going to raise, you know, you're a great surgeon, great neurosurgeon, and all of this stuff is the stuff that you're well known for. But that when it comes to these thorny issues, particularly these international incidents that have popped up, you're not. Well, you know, I could very easily say, you know, bad things about them and things that they haven't done. But the fact of the matter is, you know, I'm not one-dimensional. You know, I spent 18 years on the board of directors of Kellogg, 16 years on the board of directors of Costco, was the chairman of the board of Vaccinogen, a biotech company, started a national nonprofit, 9 of 10 of which fell. Ours is in all 50 states, active, has won major national awards that are only given to one organization in the country out of tens of thousands. How many of them have done that? I don't know. But I can tell you one thing, a person who knows how to solve problems can solve problems in lots of different arenas. Dr. Carson, in light of the Oregon shooting, you were asked about it and said, obviously, gun control isn't the issue here. That is not the issue. The issue is the mentality of these people, presumably the shooters in all of these cases. What did you mean by that? Right. I mean, what we should be doing is learning from each one of these cases, you know, about what kind of people they are, so we can be getting some early warning, which will help us to identify these kinds of people and be able to intervene before the incident occurs. And I defy any of the gun control people to tell me what gun control measure would stop these incidents. I want to hear the facts. So you differ with the president. He says we should politicize these type of issues because the more we force the issue of gun control and reining in guns,
the better we'd be. He cites statistics. Others disagree with these numbers, Doctor, that in places where there are very tough gun control laws, you don't have nearly the number or severity of incidents. What do you say?
You mean like Chicago?
That's a good point.
That's what I would say.
So you don't think it has anything to do, that this type of violence that erupts has anything to do with gun control laws that might or might not be in place?
No, I mean, Thomas Jefferson himself said, you know, gun control works great for the people who are law-abiding citizens, and it does nothing for the criminals, and all it does is put the people at risk.